Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Dear Mathematics, and also welcome to the chapter of integration. In this particular video session we are going to discuss about the third part of integration by method of substitution, and that is if the integrand is of the form integral of f of ax plus b with respect to dx, then substitute ax plus b as t, then it will be a multiplied with dx, it will be dt, then dx will be 1 upon a dt, and these substitutions we have to place here in this integral. So let us solve some of the theorems based upon the integration by substitution method of the part 3. So here is the first theorem, integral of ax plus b to the power n dx, and it will be equal to ax plus b to the power n plus 1 divided by a multiplied with n plus 1 plus any constant c, where n not equal to minus 1. So here is the proof of the first theorem, integral of ax plus b to the power n with respect to x. First of all, we have to consider ax plus b as t. Then differentiating both sides, we are getting here a dx will be dt, and then dx will be dt divided by a. Or you can write down 1 by a dt. By substituting these values here in this integral, we have it will be t to the power n, it will be dt divided by a, but 1 by a is constant, so it will be 1 by a multiplied with t to the power n dt, then it is 1 by a multiplied with t to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus any constant c. Then again by applying the value of t here, we have ax plus b to the power n plus 1 divided by a multiplied with n plus 1 plus any constant c, and you can see that this is the proof of the theorem number 1. So here it has been proved, and we have to prove this by using the third method or the third part of integration by substitution method. Then let us go through the theorem number 2. Before going to the theorem number 2, let us solve an example based upon the theorem number 1. Suppose we have to integrate 2x plus 3 to the power 4. So by using the definition or by using the formula, we can find out the answer directly, and it will be 2x plus 3 to the power 5 divided by, here the value of a is equal to 2, so 2 multiplied with 5 plus any constant c, and then the result will be 2x plus 3 to the power 5 divided by 10 plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for the example. Alternative method, just we have to prove this by the details procedure. What? Okay, it will be 2x plus 3 to the power 4 dx. So according to the procedure, first of all we have to substitute 2x plus 3 as t. Let 2x plus 3 as t, then differentiating both sides, we have 2dx is equal to dt, then dx is equal to 1 by 2 dt. By applying these substitutions here in this problem we have, it will be t to the power 4 1 upon 2 dt, that means it is dt divided by 2. Then as 1 by 2 is a constant, so it will be carried out to the outside of the integral process, so it will be 1 by 2 t to the power 4 dt. And again by applying the formula of integration we have 1 by 2 multiplied with t to the power 5 divided by 5 plus any constant c, so it will be t to the power 5 divided by 10 plus any constant c. But we have to put the value of a t here, and that will be 2x plus 3 to the power 5 divided by 10 plus any constant c. You can match these two answers and they are equal to each other. That means our answer is perfect. And you can put, either you can solve it directly, or you can put the procedure here, or by using the substitution method. So this is the detailed procedure of the example based upon the first theorem. Now let us go through the theorem number 2 of the substitution method. It is the theorem number 2, integral of sin ax plus b with respect to x, and it will be minus cos ax plus b divided by a plus any constant c. This is the second theorem based upon the integration by using substitution method. Let us go through the proof of this theorem. Integral of sin ax plus b dx. First of all, we have to consider ax plus b as t. Again, a dx will be dt, and the same procedure dx will be dt divided by a. Then by applying these substitutions here, sin t dt by a, and again we have to replace the constant to the outside of the process of integration, so it will be 1 by a multiplied with sin t dt. 1 by a integral of sin t, it is minus cos t plus any constant c, and then we have to again put the value of t here, and that is ax plus b. So it will be minus cos ax plus b divided by a plus any constant c, and here it has been the proof of the theorem number 2. Then we have to go through some of the notes based upon the theorem number 2, and then we can go through the some of the problems. So let us go through the example based upon the theorem number 2. Sin 2x plus 3, integral of sin 2x plus 3 with respect to x, and you can easily write down the answer here by using the formula here directly. So it will be minus cos 2x plus 3 divided by the coefficient of x, it is 2, divided by 2 plus any constant c. But you must see that this function must be a linear function, then you can put this formula directly. Then alternative method is also there, just we have to prove this by using the substitution method. That means we have to substitute the function 2x plus 3 as t. So sin 2x plus 3 dx, let 2x plus 3 as t, then 2 dx is equal to dt, then dx is equal to dt divided by 2. That means it is sin t dt divided by 2. It is 1 by 2 multiplied with integral of sin t dt. It is 1 by 2 minus cos t plus c. That means the result will be minus cos 2x plus 3 divided by 2 plus any constant c. And here it is the proof of the example based on the theorem number 2. Now let us discuss about one of the corollary, or you can say that note based upon the theorem number 2. Here it is the note. integral of sin ax dx, and that will be minus cos ax. Again, the coefficient of x, it is a, that means divided by a plus any constant c, and this is the note that can be derived from the theorem number 2. And you can see that both of the processes are very much similar to each other, just we have replaced ax in place of ax plus b. Again, similarly we can prove this note, or we can say that corollary, by using the substitution method. So let us go through the proof of this note. We have to integrate sin ax with respect to dx. So first of all we have to consider ax as t, that means a dx is equal to dt, that means dx is equal to dt divided by a, and then we have to substitute these values here. Which value we have to substitute? Just we have to substitute ax as t, and then we have to substitute dx as dt by a. So it will be sin t dt divided by a, and it is 1 by a sin t dt, and this is 1 by a minus cos t plus any constant c. Then this will be minus cos ax divided by a plus any constant c, and here it has been proved. And this is the note based upon the theorem number 2. Now let us solve another example which is based upon this note. So here it is the example, integral of sin 2x dx. So by using the formula directly we can write down the answer, and it will be minus cos 2x divided by 2 plus minus cos 2x divided by 2 plus any constant c. This is the direct method. We can apply this and we can find out the answer directly if the question is short type question or very short type question. But there exists another alternative method. We can apply the substitution method. The total substitution method will be applied, and then the result will be derived. So integral of sin 2x dx. So first of all we have to consider, or we have to substitute the value 2x as t, that means 2 dx is equal to dt, that means dx is equal to dt divided by 2, and again we have to substitute these values here. So sin t dt divided by 2, 1 by 2 is a constant, so it will be sin t dt, and then the result is 1 by 2 minus cos t plus any constant c. Then by applying the value of t here, minus cos 2x divided by 2 plus any constant c, and this is the answer for the example based upon the note of the theorem number 2. So according to this procedure or this theorem, we can write down several theorems and several notes based upon the respective theorems. Just write down them. I am not going to prove all of them, just I have proved these 2 theorems and notes. So rest of the theorems and notes are tax for you. So here these are the some of the rest of the theorems based upon the method of substitution. Then let us go through the theorem number 8. So here it is the theorem number 3, integral of cos x plus b, it is 1 by a sin x plus b plus c. Then the note of the theorem number 3, integral of cos x with respect to x, it is 1 by a sin x plus c. According to the theorem number 4, it is integral of sec square x plus b with respect to x, it is 1 by a tan x plus b plus c. So these are some of the rest of the theorems based upon the method of substitution part number 3. Then let us go through the theorem number 8. Integral of e to the power ax plus b with respect to x, it is 1 by a e to the power ax plus b plus any constant c. So first of all, we have to prove this theorem by using the method of substitution. Integral of e to the power ax plus b with respect to x. First of all, we have to consider ax plus b as t. That means a dx will be equal to dt. That means dx is equal to dt divided by a. Then it will be e to the power t dt divided by a. 1 by a is a constant. So the integral will be in the form of 1 by a multiplied with the integral of e to the power t dt. But integral of e to the power t with respect to itself, the variable t, it is e to the power t. So it is 1 by a multiplied with e to the power t plus any constant c. Again, by substituting the value of t here, it is 1 by a e to the power ax plus b plus any constant c. And here it is the solution or the proof of the theorem number 80. Similarly, you can also prove the note based upon the theorem number 8, and that is integral of e to the power ax with respect to x, and it will be 1 by a e to the power ax plus any constant c. So here it is the theorem number 8. Let us solve one of the example based upon the theorem number 8. Then we can again write down some of the rest of the theorems directly, and this will be the task for you. You have to just prove it, and you have to show that the result validates by using the method of substitution. Integral of e to the power 3x plus 5 with respect to x. First of all, we have to consider, or we have to substitute 3x plus 5 as t. That means 3 dx is equal to dt. That means dx is equal to dt divided by 3. Then by substituting these values here, it is 1 by 3 e to the power t plus any constant c. 1 by 3, the value of t is e to the power 3x plus 5 plus any constant c. You can also find out or derive the result directly by applying the formula here. If it is e to the power 3x plus 5, integral of e to the power 3x plus 5, then just write down e to the power 3x plus 5. 3x plus 5 is a linear function, so the coefficient of the variable, it is 3, so divided by 3 plus any constant c, and this is the answer. So here these are some of the problems based upon the theorem number 8, and then let us write down some of the rest of the theorems are there, and then we can solve some of the basic problems based upon this current video session. Here these are the rest of the theorems based upon the method of substitution. The number 9 theorem is integral of 1 upon x plus b with respect to x. It is 1 by a log modulus of x plus b plus c. Similarly, all of the rest of the theorems are there. One more theorem is also there, the number 14th theorem. It is, just write down these theorems, then I have to write down the number 14th, the last theorem, which is not there. So number 14th theorem is here. Integral of cosec ax plus b with respect to x, it is 1 upon a log modulus of cosec ax plus b minus cot ax plus b plus any constant c. Similarly, one of the note can be derived from this theorem, and this will be integral of cosec ax dx, and it will be 1 upon a log modulus of cosec ax minus cot ax plus any constant c, and that is the complete formula section for the part 3 of integration by substitution method. Then just solve some of the examples based upon this problem sections, and then we can complete our video session for today. So here it is the example. Integral of sine 4x divided by cos 2x with respect to x. Then sine 4x, sine 2 into 2x, that means it is 2 sine 2x into cos 2x, and we have to put this value of a sine 4x here, that means 2 sine 2x into cos 2x divided by cos 2x. So cancelling both of the common parts, cos 2x from numerator as well as from the denominator, we have 2 multiplied with the integral of a sine 2x dx. You can choose either of the option. You can put the value directly or you can substitute it. If we have to put it directly, then integral of sine ax dx, it is minus 1 upon a cos ax plus c. You can put this formula directly and you can get the answer. Or also you can apply the substitution method here. Let 2x is equal to t, 2 dx is equal to dt, then dx is equal to dt divided by 2. Then it will be 2 multiplied with sin t dt divided by 2. It is 2 divided by 2 and it is sin t dt. Then it will be minus cos t plus c, that means minus cos 2x plus c, which is the perfect answer for the given problem. So in this particular video session, just we have discussed about the part 3 of integration of y using the substitution method, and here we have discussed about the total 14 theorems and some of the notes based upon the respective theorems here. And then we have solved some of the examples based upon this substitution method. In the next video session, we are going to discuss about the exercise of your reference book. Till then, thank you.